Okay, I didn't label the letters for each vertex, but it asks is that are the two triangles, it tells you the two triangles are similar, and then it wants you to find the value of x. So this is chapter 8, test B, this is question number 1, and so this should be pretty quick to do. And so I can just match up this side with this side, okay? They look like the two shortest sides, so that will make, so we can put that as x over 63. And that should equal, you can pick your poison. These numbers look easier to work with though. I like 40 over 60. And you remember, these both on top of the fractions were in the small triangle, and these two on the bottom were in the big triangle, or the bigger triangle. So we got some similarity in how we set them up. Top to bottom, top to bottom. So we'll cross multiply here. That's 60x. We'll cross multiply here. That's 63 times 40. I'm purposely not multiplying it out because I don't want to get out my calculator. So I'm going to divide by 60. And x equals, well, this reduces to 2/3. So I'll right away just have to divide 63 by 3, which is 21 times 2, and that's 42. And there's your answer. And 42 is answer choice C. Number 2. So for number 2, if you actually read it, they want ME, and ME is this distance from here to here. Okay, I didn't draw it perfectly, but you can look at a better drawing of it on your paper there. And so it turns out that they told us the triangle ABE, that was this one here, was similar to the triangle, and it was CDE, which was this one here. So this is 48 right here. So we're going to have the 48 goes with the question mark. And so since we started with 48, that means the 52 should go with the 65. And I don't like calling it question mark. I'm going to change it to X. Okay, that should be easier to work with. And let's go to it. So we'll just cross multiply. I'll give you a chance to cross multiply, and I'll just do it on my calculator. Okay, so when I did 48 times 65, I got 3,120, and then 52 times x, divide by 52, and we get x equals 60. So we can relate not just sides but other lengths within the shape. Heights in this case. The heights of the triangles are also going to have the same scale factor as the sides because they're all lengths. Let's go on to problem number 3. Okay, so you have a rectangular yard that's fenced in using 318 feet of fence. So you got 318 feet in your yard. Okay? And then you have your friends over here. They have, okay? Do they have a bigger or smaller yard, I wonder? Well, let's read. Your friends really like to fence and decide to fence in their yard using the same fence. The yard is similar but has a scale factor of 3 to 2. So it looks like your friends are 1.5 times bigger than yours because you started with yours, and that's your friends right there. Okay, so it looks like theirs is bigger. So if yours is on top, then for our scale factor, we don't know our friends here, but we're going to go 318 over x is going to have to equal yours is on top over 3. The other way you could do it is do it the other way. X over 318 equals 3 to 2. Then your friends are on top, and yours is on the bottom. Okay, I don't care which way because you're going to get the same answer when you do it. You're going to get 3 times that, 2 times x. Here I get 2 times x first, and 3 times 318. So it gives you the same. Both of them give you the same answer. 2x equals 636 divide by 2 divide by 2, x equals what? Oh, I just did that wrong. It's not 636. Sorry. It's 3 times 318. 3 times 318. I did 2 times it. Is 954. And I'm going to divide that by 2. And I get 477 feet of fence. And that would be, ooh, I messed that up. What did I do wrong? No, I didn't mess that up. I was looking at the wrong question. So that is correct. So let's do number 4. You're building a new garage similar to the rectangular one you currently have. Well, it says rectangular, so my garage must be like a rectangle. Okay? It says the current dimensions are 15 by 24. That means this is 15. This is 24. So my perimeter of that is, my current one, is 2 times 24 plus 2 times 15. So that's 30 plus 48, which is 78 feet. That's how much rope I would need to go around that one. You need to stake and rope off where the concrete will be poured if the new garage is going to have a width of 30 feet. So the new garage is going to have a width of 30 feet. So it's going to have a width here of 30. How big is that thing going to be? How much am I going to need there? Well, I need to know the length. And then I can put in the perimeter formula. But I don't really need that because perimeter is all length. So I can relate the length. I can relate 30 to 15. And to get 30 over 15 is going to be this perimeter and this perimeter. So perimeter 2 over perimeter 1. And we know what perimeter 1 is. It's right here, 78. So I'm going to get 2 equal over 1. That's what this reduces to, this fraction, 30 over 15, equals perimeter 2 over 78. So when I cross multiply, I get 2 times 78 equals the perimeter of 2. And that would be 140 plus 16. It's 156 feet for perimeter 2. And that looks like answer D. Okay, so we've got these two triangles here, and they're similar, and we know the area of one of them. We don't have enough information to directly calculate the area of the second one. If we had the base and the height, we could do that. So we're going to have to be a little bit more creative here. Well, we can get a scale factor, and we're going to, so if we start with this one, and we end with this one, then it's going to be end over start, which would be 6 over 24, which is 1/4. That's our scale factor. And we're going from here to here. So our area should get smaller. Okay? So we would like to just relate it. The most common thing is to just go, okay, well then the area of the ending one, we'll call it area 2, is equal divided by the area of the first one. And this turns out that is wrong to do that. Because area is to the second power. It's units squared like inches squared, not inches. Okay? So what that really means is we have to take our scale factor for sides, which are in inches, and we have to square them. So we had to square the scale factor. So that turns out this is 1 over 16, and we can put our area in. We'll call this the first area. We want to know the second area. Okay, so we got A2 over 240. So we get 240 equals A2 times 16 What's that there? That there. Divide by 16. And that gives us the area of the smaller one. Of 15 inches squared. 15 inches squared, which is choice A. And that's one a lot of people got wrong. Because what they did is they chose choice B, which is 60, because they used 1/4. Okay, you can't use 1/4 because we're talking about areas. We're not talking about perimeters or other lengths.